Hello! Hello, folks. I'm hoping you can all hear me nicely. Hello, Snack. Hello. How art we all doing here? Now, sorry about the little bit of the delay there. First off, can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Hi, Snack. It's Artifexus needs. Absolutely. Hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, there was a little bit of a delay, you see. Turn down the music. Okay, thank you for beating me to it. I was just about to ask. Let's just quickly pop you down a little bit. Actually, no, I'll change it from a different angle. 1 secondo. Ah, there we go. How's that? Is that better? There we go. Actually, a little bit more there. There we go. Trying to get everything nice and right. There we go. Sorry, I'm new. No need to apologize. No need to apologize. Yes, and hello, Snowclus, Mr. Hive Tyrant, Bob, watching on my phone. If any of you in the last one, I am Barthomolgus the Duck. But yes, hello, Mini Models Dad. Perfect, good, marvelous. What do we paint today? I'll tell you, El Memento. Hello from Twitch. Hey, audio and image all good. Been good. Had to study, but instead I ended up just hanging out on the VC talking about Star Wars on the Discord. I saw a fair few people there. Hello, Fire Wars. Thanks for joining. Gonna paint Miku Necron. Oh, I think I saw a glimpse of something about that. Nimnem, hello there. But yeah, sorry there was a little bit of a delay there because I was just about to begin changing the sheet on my wet palette, and then Merlin in all his furry wisdom heard the rustle and was like, oh my god, cat treats, and he immediately tried to jump onto the chair and got his claw stuck. So then I had to spend about 3 minutes untangling a rabid cat desperate for treats. Ugh, and Merlin's an old boy, but when treats get involved, suddenly he's a kitten again. There we go. Wow. You have exams on Friday? Oh, make sure you study well for it. There we go. How are the new brushes? Do you have the same? I find that excellent. You know, I mean, look at these points, man. Look at the... I said to turn it as flat. Because there we go. There we go. Now look at the point. That's much better. But that's excellent. It's excellent. What's your favorite faction? For me, it's just good old Space Marines and yeah, Ultramarines have been my favorite for decades. Lay you down hither. Marvelous. A bit of a liquid through. Supronde. I've always had a homemade wet palette for like over a year. And I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to try a bought one just to see what it's like. And I got this part of a pack one here. And frankly, oh man, it's excellent. It keeps it for so long. There we go. Imagine having exams. Oh, I try not to imagine it. It's a horrific thing. All right then, so what we're going to be painting today, we're actually going to continue working on this one. Because I have a few ideas for this guy. And, hey, thank you for the sub, Dennis, if you're here. If not, we're sending thanks through the warp. But yeah, so for this guy, he's an Imperial Fist who's been done a slightly richer yellow. What I wish to do is to actually add some rust to the yellows. So that's what we're going to do now, because that's kind of what I'm in the mood for. Codex Astartes is just a bunch of bullshit. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong, but still, I do love it. My favorite voice actor is live. Also have a brickload of assignments, though. Well, alas, no one can escape them. Anyways, let's get on with some of this rust, shall we? Guard is the best. I am a bit of a fan of Guard. Tyranids are better than human. Well, they probably eat more than humans. Now, what I'm going to do after a bit of shading, which I'll do first, I'm going to start the edges of rust using Uriel Yellow. But I will not get ahead of myself. We'll quickly Agrax the yellows, just so that way I don't forget. Let me get myself a decent brush for the jobby. Get a slightly bigger one. Given that I kind of want this to be a little dark, I'm going to just take it straight. There we go. Wow, just drank that up. It's a thirsty brush. Magnifique. Can concur with Snick. Whoa! Update Armageddon Steel Legion, and I'm sold on Guard. I do love the Armageddon Steel Legion. They are probably my... If I become a Guard player, I will probably go to the Armageddon Steel Legion. I love the whole mechanized infantry Shazaz they have going on there. Oh, you can tell I'm getting to the bottom of this Agrax, so you're starting to look a little bit less Agraxy and a little bit Nulny. There we go. A little more on there, there we go. Get it all up in here. Marvelous. Really darken it. Really make it all grim and dark. So this guy has been possessed for a while in my mind. Voice 3 on better. Well, they're all very cool in their own way. But I don't know what it is about the mechanized infantry of Armageddon. I just think it's very cool. I love it. The planet broke before the guard did. Say what you want about Tyranids, but at least you know Tyranid waifu swallows. Oh, damn. Can't argue with that. They all kind of swallow. There we go. Black Templars here. So soft spot thanks to Hell's Reach. Oh. Oh, Hell's Reach. There we go. Ultramarines or the... No, Ultramarines or the Emperor's Children. Well, I have an Emperor's Children one just to the side of me here. I did him on a live stream too, but no, my Ultra Boys will not be corrupted. Not in this way. I 3D printed the leader for my first leader yesterday. I don't know what to name him. He's an orc. Name him, oh goodness. Thinking of something. Peachskin Crocktooth. That's his name, Peachskin Crocktooth. Because he's a slightly odd color by orc standards, I've just decided for you. You're welcome. There we go. You just got blasted with an ad. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. YouTube is vicious with those ads, man. When you want to get a full army but have actually no space to store a full army. So sad. That's just me, man. That's what I'm dealing with. I mean, I'm building a freaking knight and I have nowhere to put the damn thing. Hell yeah, how are you finding painting your yellow on the black? Well, I didn't paint this yellow on the black. I painted it on pink. I did it first in Wraithbone, then I did pink, and then I did a very thin down Avalon Sunset on the pink, and oh man, it just looks really nice. I'm just darkening it even further before we start adding some rust, because again, this fella's been a little bit possessive for the past... I want to say he's been out maybe a couple thousand years, you know what I mean? Good evening, everyone, for the Tauva. Simon's not wrong, absolutely not. It's just bigger stickers. Anyway, Artie, I already got my painting competition model submitted. Marvellous, thank you. And for the people that want to participate in the next competition, join the Discord. We murder scam bots. Ah, nice plug. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm terrible at plugging my own stuff. Yeah, but yes, for those who don't know, we do have a Discord for the channel. You can find the link to it in this... I'm pretty confident there's one in this video description, but if not, there's one on the channel page on YouTube. There we go. Leave it a little bit mucky-ducky. Did you paint the yellow directly on black? I did not. It was pink. Wraithbone, then pink, and then Avalon Sunset. I believe the pink was Emperor's Children. Basically the same as this guy. This one was pink painted directly on black, but I wanted it to look a little bit scabby. But in every honesty, it actually came out pretty nice, which was kind of not what I was looking for, but here or. Try to study for exams with a bunch of Tyranid models all over your desk. Oh, I'd rather not think of it. But hey, it's better than studying for exams with a load of Tyranid models not on your desk. Tyranid models make everything better. I mean, I've never actually done any myself, but, you know, I'd certainly love to. I want to have at least tried every faction. I mean, it won't actually be long until I do Necrons. Because I held a vote on my Discord for when I try Kill Team in the near future, which will probably be after I finish the Imperial Knight. And the vote was for Necrons. So I'm going to kit bash, not just make straight out of the box, I'm going to kit bash Necrons. I've already got some very cool ideas. I'm very excited to do them. Sorry if the focus is going in and out, by the way, guys. I think my camera doesn't enjoy this yellow any more than we do as painters. Nice and dark as you're in a shadowy place. There we go. Lovely. Evening Artie, says Drake V1. How the devil are we this fine evening? We are dandy this evening. Thank you so much for asking and for joining. How about you? How are you doing? We even have an RP server. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. I'll get round to it. Sometimes I get sucked in. And I've been in a bit of a funky way the past week. I mean, I'm sure many of you have probably noticed the lack of painting videos. But my hope is that starting tomorrow, I'll be back on that bandwagon. I've just had such a busy week. On top of starting a new YouTube channel, I also just had loads of stuff to do. And it all kind of happened at once, you know? There we go. And in every ounce of honesty, this week I was also facing serious burnout. And I don't know why, because it was like last week when we did the live stream and I painted the orc, which I'm so proud of, by the way. Quick ask, anyone here who hasn't seen the orc, please say, I want to show it off. But I was saying I really enjoyed this, really enjoyed it, but I just couldn't find the swing again. But I feel it's coming back, you know? I mean, anyone who's painted a decent amount of time knows about that burnout, you know? And I was just dealing it while also very busy. Dealing with it. Yeah. I have no idea what to do for the Divinity competition in July or August. You'll think of something, I'm sure. I'm making Stone Golem Necron kill team. That's very cool. I just haven't painted them yet as I want to buy a bigger game box for my kill teams and war cries first. Ah, that's fair. Why study? The Emperor will decide if you fail or succeed. Oh dear. Maybe not the best way to approach it. I'm here. Hello, Red Wolf. I was caught up on working for a doc for your homebrew chapter. Oh, how's that going? How is that going? We need to have a meeting between the two chapter masters. I'm sure we do. I do not doubt it. How's the leg feeling? The leg is sore, but it is gradually getting better all the time. I got me some new, because I've been walking around in sandals for the past few months, basically, because they're all I can really put on. I got me a new pair that arrived just today, and it's nice, because the ones I've been wearing, they belong to my grandfather. So they were old. They're very comfy, you know, as these things are from olden times, you know, they're solid and reliable, proper leather. It was very comfy, but they were just done. You know, they were way past retiring, and now I'm wearing a new pair, and they're very nice. So now my feet feel happy. Feet are happy. But in regards to the leg, now slowly healing. Took a step the other day, which was a good step. No, pun intended. It's nearly done with this Agrax, and we can move on to actually doing Rust. You know what I mean? Artifexus, I may suggest get models for the other games and universes with different schemes. I definitely want to do some of that. You know, not just do different schemes on the same models, but even just get models from different universes. I really want to try some Trench Crusade, for instance. Some Qua. You know, things like that. There we go. He's looking pretty dope, isn't he? He's nice and dark now. Nice and darkened. Alright then. Is there much need for any blow dry? No, it's more or less drying pretty quickly. Okay, cool beans. Oh, sorry, buddy. Do New Antioch. I was thinking the same thing. I love the look. I mean, I think if you like Space Marines, you'd like the look of New Antioch, and I very much do. Hello, the Emperor of Mankind. We were just praying to you. How are you doing? I went to a Lego expo on Saturday. We showed a Ghostbusters tower with Marshmallow Man. That's very cool. Where Kitty? Kitty's just behind me now. He realizes no treats, so he's given up. We need the fanfic reading streams. We'll get around to them some of these days. Too busy sleeping on the Golden Throne? Ah, man. Infinity looks neat from Corvus Bell. I bet it does. Or Belai. Lemon Rust. Sounds like a good name for a Citadel Orange Brown. I think you're right. And we're about to quickly test it out. So, we'll just quickly pop down my big brush. We'll go back to a smaller one. Right, so to start with this Rust, how many here are familiar with Rust? How many here are familiar with Rust? There we go. Hope my legs get better soon. Thank you, thank you. And I hope your wild going brain isn't too wild. So get a bit of the Shuriel yellow. Familiar with Lehman Russ, but with Lehman Rust. There we go. I'll put it in shop so you guys can see it. It's on my car. Metal models aren't great for kit bashing. I mean, I love them. They feel so solid. Ah, yes. With Lehman Russians. Oh, goodness. Right, I think I'll just water this down with just a drop of the old water. There we go. That'll do us. Doesn't need too much because it's yellow and it's evil by its nature, so I'm here about to tame the beast. Alright, so normally to make rust like this, you'd use a sponge and sort of dab it on, but because of the fact he's got so much trim that I don't want to get covered, we're just going to sort of ad-lib it, you know? I'm going to fill in some spots here with the old yellow. It's very bright. Yeah, I think this is good yellow. I wasn't sure if I picked good yellow for it, but I think I have. Looking at it. This will be the first step as well. Make it a bit more organic going down here. There we go. Nice, that should be a nice spot, I think. Get a metal dreadnought. I did have one, believe it or not, long ago. Like, I just sort of, because I've known of 40k and enjoyed it for a very long time. And I don't know how I got it, but I managed to get my hands on a dreadnought that was made the year I was born. You know, very early 90s, 91. And it's a lot smaller than now's dreadnoughts, but man, you could have murdered a man with it. It was just solid, chunky metal. It was very cool. There we go. A little bit there, we'll put up a bit here. Very nice. Get a little bit more on the old brusher. Also, Artie, don't question it, because we got wedding going on the RP server, that's dope. Put a bit of rust down here, I think. Bit of Lehman rust. Lovely, lovely. Ahoy hoy, Misfit, how are you? There's a metal dreadnought arm at my hobby store's bits bin. Oh, that's cool. How long's it been there? That's the real question. How long has it gone unclaimed? Get a nice big rusty bit there. There we go. That's going to be nice and rusty. Bit of rust in there. Lovely, lovely. We need Vostroyan Firstborn figs, but Games Workshop won't give them to us. There's a lot of things Games Workshop don't give us. Like a hefty discount. That's what I'd like. A little bit, I think, here. Ooh, it's quite a lot, but that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I'll do it nicely. If anything, I probably need to go heavier everywhere else I've done it. That's looking good. You have everything bagged and it's fairly priced? Sure. Tempted to make a World Eaters army and paint them in original pre-portrayal card. I won't lie, if I do 30k, I'd probably do World Eaters because I love their 30k scheme. I recently watched your videos on building a Redemptor and bought one. I don't regret it, but it hurt my head trying to get the moving bits in the front glued. I think everyone seems to struggle. I think I was fairly lucky. You know, I'm not going to say it's due to actual skill because there's no way it was due to skill. It must have been luck, nothing else. A bit of rust in here. Lovely jubbly. Oh, accidentally highlighted a bit of black with yellow, never mind. And we'll put you there too. Yum yum. I said yum yum to rust, I don't know what's wrong with me. Games Workshop should just release all the guard regiments. I agree. Gotta go now. Have fun, every. Thanks for tuning in, Firewars. I'm doing good, says Misfit. I have a whole load of Thousand Suns waiting in the wings once I've made some headway with my tower. Good luck with that. The old, is it a pile of shame, or are they just boxed and, you know, just waiting for your attentions, you know? Or have they been prematurely assembled? There we go, that looks pretty good. I'll put another one up there too, sod it. Nice, have it going all the way up to. Lovely, bit of differentiation. To make it a little bit bigger, I think. I think I'm being a bit too conservative with it. Need to... There we go.
Because this is but the first step on the road to rust.
There we go, a little blob in there. sod it, we'll make a nice big patch back there. There we go. A little bit over there as well, I think. Right where that eye is. Also, I am currently recording this, not the audio of course, I am recording this for a future short, so say hi to your future selves, or get ready to say hi to your past selves, however you look at it. Right now, they're a pile of potential. I like that. I like that a lot. I'd like to see an Imperial Fist Combat Patrol box. That would be very cool. What exactly would an Imperial Fist Combat Patrol box consist of, do you think? What units would you like to see in it, pre-packaged for the fists? And not just everyone, I'm asking everyone that question. There we go, nice. Just finished the Calidus, nice. Hello, chat. I'm thinking of making myself like a suit I can wear. It's not going to be like a furry, it's going to be like a Tyrannid's costume for me to wear. That would be really sick. You got to go on the Discord and send us a picture. World Eater's pile of shame want to murder me for buying a new Legionnaires box and painting them Alpha Legion. I bet they do. Want to extend? I went to extend my extend the legs on my Hellbrute. There we go, to make it less stumpy and better proportioned. That would be a good idea. All right. I feel like a fist box doesn't make sense without structures which they wiped. That would make sense. All that, just walls, that's it, just nothing but walls, and they're not even there. I mean, it would be cool if they could deploy some kind of fortification, wouldn't it? I mean, it would make sense, it suits them. A bit of rust under here. Bit of rust up here. Definitely need to put a little bit more on this pectoral, I think. There we go. I'm being much too conservative. It's not good. Okay, I think that'll do for now. So with that, now we're going to begin the actual rusting. So let's do that. And this is going to entail the old Rhinox hide. Let's do this noise. Let us do this. If they make an Imperial Fix Codex, they're going to drop Dawn too. That would be pretty dope. You know, one-armed Dawn, the one-armed bandit. You just go onto the fact, like, what the hell have you done to my hand? You didn't preserve it or nothing? One thing I found doing my test rubric, the trim is a pain. I can believe that. Alright, a bit of that lovely Rhinox hide. Dump you here on me paper. I won't need too much, I think one scoop should do. Get a bit of me liquid. Right, actually. Oh, might be a little too perfect, actually. By which I mean it isn't. Alright, so let's give this a wee spin now. So, now I'm going to fill in all the yellows I've done, but not quite to the edge. Going to leave a bit of the yellow showing. There we go. Just like that, you see? I'll do it on this one. This is a nice big one. Sometimes it does go over the yellow, and that's fine. That's the nature of rust. But I want it to look like it's sort of eating away at the edge, going towards more unrusted metal. There we go. Nice, nice. When it's dry, it'll look good when we add a little bit of shady over it. There we go. Hello, Zawarpstone2653. What brings you here? Thanks for joining. How are you? What warband is this possessed from? Well, this was an Imperial Fist, but he is now in the employ, willing or otherwise, of the Alpha Legion, of course. There we go. I'm just giving him some rusty tips. It's almost like I'm making cheater spots, isn't it? There we go. Painting the Emperor himself. Damn. Oh, Karl Franz. For Sigma and all that jazz. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. This is a very old bit of armor. There we go. Nice, nice. I subscribed. Thank you, the Warhammer. I can't quite read that from here. Fan, the Warhammer fan. Thank you for subscribing. Although it didn't show up on the thing, which is a bit odd. But I appreciate it. Simon, I'm building my new Chaos Space Marines Terminator squad right now, and I'm using my Sprue Goo's jar as tone as glue. Nice one. I do find Sprue Goo can work really well for things like that. Where else did I put rust? Ah, there we go. Just a little bit, there we go. Looking good. Trying to keep his hand out of the way so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. How does my audio, my voice sound, by the way? Because I've got the mic in a slightly different position, which I won't lie, I thought would be a nuisance because I thought it would be in my way, but it really hasn't gone in my way. So I hope things sound good this way. You know, as a filtered mic goes, because normally I just do raw input and then adjust it manually afterwards. But for a live setup, I have to use filters to be good. The urge to eat Sprue Goo and drink the plastic glue like a world eater. Why would a world eater do that? Your favorite faction is the Imperial Fist. Well, nice. Good job, because that's what we got right here. I do quite like them as well. I like their regal stoicness and how ultimately flawed it is, you know? But I like that. I think it's very cool. You need characters like that for a story like 40k. Ooh, there's a little bit much. There we go. Sounds good. Marvelous. Are you prepared to burn your eyes the very bright yellow Imperial Fist Terminator on the beach next month? Oh, man. I am prepared. I am very much prepared. I'm looking forward to seeing the entrance for that. Get that bit of brown on there. There we go. Oh, and a bit of yellow. They need a bit of brownie. Nice, nice. A little bit there. Cool beans. You really start to see the rust coming in now, which I really do quite like. What is this guy's backstory? I haven't really thought of one. Just that he was possessed at some point or another. Whether it was done via a malicious intent of someone else, or he stumbled across something he shouldn't have, or that he gave in to temptation. Maybe he was about to fail at something, and then in a moment of weakness, he, you know, did something he shouldn't have done. You know what I mean? Ooh, some rust up here. All I do know is that from the rust on the armor, he's been around a long time. He's the one possessed who just doesn't seem to die. There we go. Nice. There without the yellow, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, bit there. Just trying to remember all the places I put it, you know what I mean? Marvelous, that's good. He chose offensive strategies instead of sitting in a chair and building a wall. Exactly. Doesn't look like a lemon to me. I might have been misled. Nah, I think he is a lemon. Now, it's funny, because my homebrew is a successor of the Imperial Fist, and this is my first stream I was able to catch. Well, how about that? This is the first Imperial Fist that we've ever had on a stream as well. Too many Red Bull. I resin printed some Space Marine arms holding beer bottles. Nice. What I want in my arsenal is the Sax Marine. You know, the one with the saxophone. That's what I want in my life. We're more or less done with the rust. Again, I'm not doing tons, but I'm doing enough when you look. It's like, oh shit, he's got a rust. Pretty pleased with it. It's pretty good. Jack Black Marine. The first Piss Marines happened to be a possessed Piss Marine. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, cool beans. That's not too bad, not too shabby. I guess we'll now move on to the next step, which is going to be, I think we're going to actually get on with that skin. Just going to quickly pull up my old notes on what I was going to do, because it's been, I wrote them a while ago, I'm not going to lie to you. Let's have a wee look. Where are we at? Here we are. Okay, so I think this guy's mostly going for the inflamed skin look. That's the dark colors, the Bugman's glow. And then the Wraithbone is going to be lighter flesh. I know I have it here somewhere. Ah, there we go. So we're actually going to now shade that with Carroburg Crimson. So this is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how this fella looks. With a bit of the old Sea Crimson somewhere in me drawer. Where are you at? Flesh shades. Carroburg Crimson. Here it is. Ah. He got a visit from Fabius Bile and got dropped off to the Alpha League. That sounds about right. When you're so pissed you become possessed. That'll make for a funny noise marine, I imagine. A veteran of the Long War, at some point in the war, he was captured by the Alpha Legion and corrected, most likely so. I'm thinking, oh wait, for a homebrew chapter, chrome armor, and the darkest black paint I can find as the trim. That might look dope. That could look very dope, yes. Now, I think I am going to water it down. Yeah, I'm gonna use a slightly bigger brush for the endeavor. Because I don't want this to look too shiny, you know, so I am gonna water it down. Bit of the old Lamium medium, I think, should do the jobby. There we go. That should do the job. Okay, cool. Possessed. I think that's about right, Simon. Sinch told him a way he could build the perfect wall. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. I don't know why, but to get my armor to look damaged, I put Tamiya cement on my mini after painting it, because it lifts up the paint and then leaves it to dry. Yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. When he found that hammer can build a wall instantly, he got cursed by a demon. Yeah. Tell me what you think of this idea. A sonic dreadnought with actual speakers on. So I just start playing songs halfway through my game. Nice. That's dope. A noise dreadnought. A marine who got drunk and woke up as a noise marine. Confused screaming. Saxton Hale is the second Primarch, I think so. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with Saxton Hale. Yeah, so you can get yourself like a, you know, a Ballistus dreadnought and just replace, you know, this for another one of these and just make it a speaker system. Stick more of them on the top of them, and it just goes around blasting music. Like a true menace to society, you know? Right, I nearly forgot to add the medium, so I'm going to do that now before I forget. And droop. There we go. I think I'll add one more bout. There we go, I think that'll do us. Don't want it too thin, because otherwise what's the freaking point? Cool, but then again, I also do kind of like the color of the Bugman's Glow, so I don't want to override it too much with this red. Okay, cool. Let's give this a wee spin, shall we? If you put a rebar in the rock in a triangle, it'll be stronger, said Sinch. Sonic Hellbrute, yes, exactly. Why does it look better than 90% of my 3-hole armors? Ah, don't worry, man. I won't lie to you, though. When you are painting for an audience, it does encourage you to learn and grow quickly, you know? Because you get the comments and they're always, you'll find when you keep getting the same bits of advice over and over, 'cause sometimes you get some dumb advice, but they only appear once or twice. But if it's good advice, you'll usually find it appears often. I mean, that's the stuff to listen to, you know? This is quite thin, but it should look quite good when it's done. Yeah, it's getting into the crevices nicely. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. Get you in there. Looking good, looking good. At least I think it does at this very early stage of infinite optimism. Get in there. Lovely. And the beauty is, any spills, he's a freaking possessed marine, so it's all okay. It's all explainable. There we go. Saxon Hell, kill all the Tyranids. Like what he did to the Yeti. Absolutely. I was thinking for my Emperor's children, and I remembered they don't get Hellbrutes. Maybe they could just make one. You know, just make one. Your Emperor's children do. Tell me, does it make sense for a chapter of Space Marines to have a close bond for combat with a Guard regiment? Because I got that in the works as well, and I'll post both in the Discord and finish. Yes, do it. Just do it, man. Your Space Marines and your Guard, they do their thing, man. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. That is one thing I like about the hobby. It is open for people to just make their own stuff. And sometimes it gets popular enough to then just become, you know, accepted canon law. Gets footsies done. These hands. The difference is small because I watered it down, but you can really see it in the crevices and stuff. I'm going to add a little bit more there. There we go. Don't have much left. I really don't want to top up, so I really want to try and get this done in one fell, well, brush sweep. One fell stroke. There we go. Looking beautiful for a hideous possessed bastard. Maybe he's not even possessed. Maybe he's just an ugly bastard. You never know, right? We could have got it all wrong. Cool beans. Like my blue sun being with an Eldar. Yes. They don't get anything, it seems. Yeah. Right. Bit more on the arm, I think, just to really make it a bit... In fact, you know what? Tell a lie. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to hit it again with pure Carabao Crimson going down towards the blade to make it look sharper because it's shinier, you know? Cool, that's what we're going to do. That's the plan, Stanley! I want to draw stuff. I want to finish my final... Yet no motivation. I feel you, man. This past week, I've really been struggling with motivation. It sucks. Colossal balls. Yes, we try our best. Okay then, now let's hit up some of these with the old Rakarth flesh, I think. Except for that there, that's... Yeah, we want that to be bony, so okay. Let's get a bit of the old Zindri dust out in order to hit bone. I'm pretty sure it's Zindri dust that makes for good old bone color, you know what I mean? Is it already out? Let's have a look. Flayed one flesh. Because as you guys know, lately Wigsy's been painting as well. So sometimes I'm like, I can't find my paint. I was like, oh yeah, it's over with Wigs. Zandri Dust. Where are you hiding, Zandri Dust? Zandri Dust, there you are. It was in my drawer. Why isn't Games Workshop going to do anything with Clone Fulgrim? Because that would be too interesting. There we go. Hate those motivational slumps. Yeah, man, me too. But This is why I like the live streams, because I can kind of palm off the shorts of building Alpha Legion, building this, that, other, especially when I'm busy, it's justified. But the live streams, I don't feel like I really can. And so it puts me back in it, and I'm enjoying myself. I am enjoying myself, you know? I love painting. I love painting with you guys. There we go. And then I intend to try and carry this motivation over to tomorrow, because thankfully I'm not busy tomorrow. So I'm going to get on with some painting, get some stuff done. There may or may not be a short tomorrow. I may focus more on the painting than on the editing of things. If there is, it will be of this. This is going to be the next short, I'll be honest with you guys, whenever it may be. But given that I've already spent a couple days not putting shorts up, I may capitalize on that and go a little while without any more. Just sort of build up a head start again, because I normally like to do it a little bit in advance, but I lost my head start. Alas and alas. Whoa, look at that. That looks I love that color. It looks really like bleached and old and horrible.
It's horrible, and we love it.
So how do you guys get over your motivational slumps, as you call it? You know, what do you guys do? Do you just wait for it to go away, or do you find a method? Can it not go away unless you actively do something about it? How is Wigsy? Also finished Miku. Oh, excellent. Wigsy's good. At the moment, she's in the other room. She's doing an event on a game of hers on a phone, so she's having fun with that. I'm sure she sends her love to you all. And I spent all my motivation on the Jar of Times. I've been hit by a bus drawing. Jar of Times have been hit by a bus. That's great. Hopefully it only has one coin in it. Games Workshop, bring Clone Fulgrim back. My soul is yours. Good evening, Crazy Techie. How are you? It's been a wee while, my man. It's weird. It feels weird for me to say, I miss you, bro, because you've been trying to contact me and I've kind of just been avoiding everyone. So it feels wrong for me to say I miss you, but I do, bro. I do, brother. But how are you, man? How are you? It's because the Emperor's children might have gotten squatted and Clone Grim lets them bring them to tabletop as loyalists. That's true. What is everyone's favorite Citadel paint? Oh, man. My favorite Citadel paint. Ah, man. Macragge Blue. I like Macragge Blue. It's cooperative. It's a good base color. You can do a lot with it. It's great. It's great. Sleep, says Nem. I finally have primer and Citadel color, but I don't have the energy to paint. Again, feel you, feel you, feel you. Let's get these claws done up, shall we? I do something else and come back a bit later. Hey, Zuxnook! Thank you for subscribing, Zuxnook. I do enjoy that. Thank you. Kind of paint a model a random color I think looks cool, but doesn't take any actual skill to do. Now that is a very sound idea, Bacon. I like that. Trouble is, all my stuff I say all my stuff is for the channel, but I could always just get myself some models that aren't for the channel, but then I think to myself, oh, I could be doing this for the channel, you know what I mean? I've kind of boxed myself into a bit of a shyster corner in that regard, you know? But that's my problem for me to sort. Wow, there we go, nice claw. Ah, good bud. Glad to hear you are good. I normally give my painting desk a clean up, maybe a little switch around. I think I need to do that too, to be honest. I won't lie to you. Come on, a bit more paint on me brush, please. There we go. Wow, these old talons are looking nice and horrific. I do enjoy it. I paint something I enjoy to push me through the not fun bits. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. I'll tell you what though, I am very excited to pit my Alpha Legion army against Wigsy's Blood Angels one day. Maybe a small ways off. But like I said, I intend to really double down and get on with it. Nice, nice, nice. Rakarth Flesh? Ooh. Loathe Rakarth Flesh. That I palm myself into doing the thing and then the motivation flows again once I start. Yeah, that's reasonable. I don't know on the paint. I've been moving away from Citadel to Army Painter. Excuse me. I do like Corvus Black. Oh, good old Corvus. Do you mean Corvus White? Or was it Corax White? No, I'm thinking Corax White, aren't I? Yes, I'm being a dumbass. Ignore me. As any sane person would, just ignore me. Tesseract Glow. Nice, I like Tesseract Glow. So great, it makes me change my schemes to use it more often. That's fair. I mean, I did it with my Helldrake, my Alpha Legion Helldrake. Just because I saw it and I was like, oh, I fancy a bit of that. And I made it work, I think. In my opinion. Always find a clean up and a switch helps to focus the mind. That makes sense. They look quite Vorpal. Yes. Corvus Black is a nice matte dark charcoal grey off black. Yes, indeed. Army Painter for the win. Igor. Good evening, Igor. Thank you for joining us. How are you? There we go. Right, so I think we got a nice bit of bony nonsense going on here. Oh, we got skulls too. Can't forget these bad boys. Come on, you. There we go. Bit of a watered down one, I think. I like the idea of them being a bit sun-bleached. Totally not to do with the fact I just happened to get a really watery bit. I mean, this guy's coated in skulls, dude. Doing fine. How is painting so far? It's going very well, thank you. Been sort of battling a bit of a motivational funk. And thanks to the live stream, you lot, and this fine fellow, this possessed Imperial Fist, I feel like I'm slowly pulling myself out of it. I am enjoying this geezer. There we go. What Citadel color is good for painting human skin? Honestly, Rakarth flesh is good. And then from that, jumping off to things like Cadian flesh tone. That, well, I find's good. There we go. If you're someone who is of darker skin, I find that Rhinox hide can be a good way to go and scale up from there. But that is just me. Gotta go! Thanks for joining in, Sinoculus. Richard Light. Excuse me. How I overcome poopsie lack of motivation is through popsicle. Lack of motivation is through popsicle. I'm not sure what's going on there, so I'll just say yes. No, my brother Imperial Fist, yes. He's a possessed fist. He lost the bets, and he lost the game. Yes. I think I will coat these. I know technically I should have done these with Wraithbone, but I'm going to hit them as they are to make them darker, like they've been trekking through mud and shit, because let's face it, they probably have, because I don't know where he's going to find shoes that fit his big paws. I mean, damn, his feet are almost as big as mine. And I've got some large feet, Boyle. Nice, nice, nice. Now we'll head up over here. He didn't fortify enough. No, he didn't. It's already been suggested in the chat a bit earlier that the issue was that he was offered a hammer by Zinch or something, or Zinch whispered in his ear, hey, I know how you can make that stronger. And he had a moment of weakness, bless him. As Sneck said, hey, if you make the rebars in a triangle formation, they'll be even stronger. Give it a go. And he did. And, well, I'd say he regretted it, but now he's too busy being possessed to really regret anything. Here we go. That'll do. Nice. I'm tempted to paint a model completely out of different blood effects. Nice. And blood colors. These miniature paint companies have just using only those colors. That would make so much sense. Just doing all the different types of bloods. That would be so cool. I'm a simple person. My go-to for human skin is Wraithbone base and then Guilliman flesh contrast. I've never tried contrast for flesh. I really need to. You nearly did a flip. Why do I keep seeing bones that are really obvious? You know what I mean? Like, how do I suddenly not see them? Why is my paint getting more watery the more we go? What's happening? What devilry is going on here? It is nice to actually see some base layers going on now, because these have always been undercoats. There we go. Like I said, I don't mind it being a bit patchy, because it's all ancient and bleached and whatnot. Looking cool. Excuse me. Your model decided everybody should do the flop. Everybody do the flop. Obviously, they're bones. Yeah, obviously. So obvious. There we go. Do a bit of the old Ghost Rider here. Just for some reason he has flaming skulls on his backpack, you know? Let's get under the chinny chin chin. Magnifique. Superunde. Looking and liking it. Looking cool indeed. Thank you, Calamity Control. I appreciate it. Got my homebrew posted for now. Marvelous. Now to work on the Guard Regiment. I'm excited to hear about it. Always am. There we go. So slap it on good. More on the face there, lovely, lovely. That's cool beans. Starting to look the part. Let's now quickly cover this again. I know I'm covering it on black, but I do want it to look a bit different. That's why I'm basing it on black. I swear it was the plan. Right up to the edge. Marvelous. Get you done. There we go. Going to work on your Terminators. Marvelous, do so. Excuse me. Oh, I need a quick swig. A quick swig of the old Pepsi Max. Ah, divine. Contrast is also fantastic for hair. Grey hair is Apothecary White, blonde hair is Skeleton Horde, brown hair is Wildwood, black hair is just Black Legion, and red hair is Crypt Hound Orange. I need to try that. I really do. Do you ever just have a singular unit to just test your scheme on? No. I just jump straight in. Or at the very least, a singular unit to test my scheme on. I do show people. I mean, the whole point of my channel was to just be completely open about everything I'm doing and just show things and always have it on display. So no, I just don't do that. I just jump straight in with my actual models. Like, yo, this could look cool. Bang. Some would say that's a dumb idea, and they'd certainly be right. I have only just noticed he's got little tentacles on his back. I have only just noticed. I feel really, really silly. Alright then, we need to deal with that. We need to deal with that right now. Any ideas on what my homebrew Rusthawk Space Marine chapter mark should be? Oh man, well it has to have a hawk involved. Something diamond shaped with like a wing going up here, and then the head going down there, and then there's like rust building up around it. That's what I believe. You lie! When a Skilliman video. There was going to be a video for Gilliman, but unfortunately, the video went bad. I lost it. It got corrupted. And Calgar also got corrupted, which really sucks because I was really enjoying doing those two. Yes, it's true. I have a Gilliman model and a... Oh, just realized something skin color there. Oh well. And a Calgar model. Oh yes. Where is that Caraberg Crimson? There it is. Now it's dry. I'm going to put some straight on the blade there. Lost another Primarch Chaos. Yes, indeed. I'll probably just buy another Gilliman one of these days. It was a long time ago. Well over a year ago now that I got that one. we go. I should hopefully do the trick. So, go around here with it. Nice. Okay, cool. Hopefully that'll look sufficiently shiny by the time all is done. Oh, excuse me. The balance has shifted. Should have known by his trim. Yes. Absolute heresy would be to paint Gilliman in 1,000 Suns colors. How would you tell? That's very true. Maybe he's always been 1,000 Sun. Size a little bit there. There we go. Nice. Cool beans. I love it. I do love it. I'll let that dry off. Ah. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to sort out the tentacle nonsense in the back there that I just didn't spot because I'm blind apparently. Alright, Wraithbone, darling, where are you? That's Corax White. Oh, Wraithbone, where are you hiding? Ah, there you are. Whoop, sorry about it. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. There's old Wraithbone. Ow, your back. What's your back done? What did you do, you silly snack? Only need a little bit. Slap on a little bit of water to go with it, and I do mean just a bit. There we go. Beautiful, I think. Let's pretend it's beautiful. Right, oh. Huh. Interesting. And he gave me a pretend cut. Come on, you. Back on. Ain't time to go to bed yet. There we go. Get that Wraithbone on good and proper. Suprunde. I'm back, says Nimnem. Welcome back. Cheese dip? Oh, I want cheese dip. I mean, it's cheese. When does one not want cheese? Cheese is divine. What's everyone's favorite cheese? Important question now. I slid off the chair arm and became like an arch, and I wasn't moving past being on my spine. Ugh, that's grim. I've fallen for liquid masking. It's so nice to do it for pieces of model you want it plastic glue together after painting. I've heard of that. His inner Imperial fist doesn't want this torture anymore. He's trying to escape. That's exactly it. He's trying to get out of here, man. Brie is the best cheese. Easy answer. Oh, well, Wigsy, my partner, she would absolutely agree with you. I mean, actually, I don't know if she'd agree with, but she'd certainly say it's up there. Provolone, very good. Colby Jack cheese, a good choice. Alfredo sauce, shaker cheese, blue cheese. Not a huge fan of blue cheese, but sometimes I'm in the mood, you know what I mean? There we go. You know, the tube-like things are always a nightmare to paint because you think you've got it all, and there's always loads you missed. Some kind of devilry, isn't it? Let's face it. There we go. Mozzarella, hands down. A pair of Mozzie guys. That's cool. I do love me some Mozzie. Now, if you guys would have guessed, what do you guys guess would be my favorite cheese? If anyone gets the right answer, if you're on my Discord, or if not, join my Discord, I will give you a roll if you get the right answer. But you can't just keep throwing out only what I'll only accept the first guess everyone gives. You can't just keep spamming cheeses. Got to make the first one you say be the one that you mean. Ultramarine cheese, the British kind. Gouda. You think I'm a smoked Gouda type person? Well, I do love me some smoked Gouda, but it's not my favorite. There is one clear favorite for me, and I'm a cheese lover, so that's saying something. Come on, guys, you want that roll? You got to get it. Parmesan? No, it's not Parmesan. A good choice, though. I do love Parmesan with things like salads. Oh, lovely, lovely. Cottage cheeses? No, not cottage cheeses. Oh, I haven't had a good cottage cheese for a while, actually. Thanks for reminding me. I might have to pick some up this weekend. But no, it's not cottage cheese. Right, well, Sneck, you got a roll. It is Wensleydale. Specifically with cranberries. But yes, Wensleydale is my favorite cheese. I love the stuff. I can't get enough of it. Wigsy isn't a fan of it. I'm like, you're a freaking barbarian. Get out of my life. Get out of my planet. Go back to where you Tyranids came from, I say to her. Actually, if she was a Tyranid, she'd eat the Wensleydale. Dang, that's a cheese. Yes, that's a cheese. I was about to say, hey, Bacon Boy gets it, but what a nice bit of Wensleydale. You never heard of Wensleydale? Oh, man. It is a divine cheese. It's quite a sweet cheese, quite crumbly, and you often get it with fruits in it. Like, I get it with cranberries in it, and oh, you can also get it with apricot in it. Oh, man. It's so good. I love it. Really do love it. Holy shit, I was referencing Wallace and Gromit. Nice one, man. But yeah, Wensleydale, that is it. It is Wensleydale. And thrice you just say, yes, yes, of course, my arty knowledge is second to none. That's cool. Now we got a little bit of the old white on there. Now I'm going to hit it up with a bit of the base color. Base. Well, I am liking how the shine of the other layer is there. See what I mean? It's like shiny down towards the blade where the skin gets harder as it becomes a blade. I like that. I like that. That sounds British as hell. Yeah, it's like, well, British, innit? I'm forgetting everything. Oh yeah, we haven't done that bit yet. All right, let's actually have a look at some more flesh things. I have the colors saved here. Good bit of Rakarth flesh. Oh boy. I mean, freaking lumpy stuff, man. It appears I have to skedaddle. It was fun joining and chatting in the stream. Your progress with the Imperial Knight and Alpha Legion army looks awesome. See ya. Thank you so much, and thanks for joining. I appreciate you, man. We all do. The Cheese Chancellor. All right, I think that might have to be the name of the role. Snake rolls to be Cheese Master, but I like Cheese Chancellor. Or the Cheeseler. Nah, Cheese Chancellor. I don't judge, I live in France. Fair enough, man. That cheese. That big cheese. All right, I'm going to have to think of something. But you will get your roll, Snack. You will get your roll. A little slither of Rakarth. Just a wee slither. Well, I've completely lost track of time. Oh, it's 9. Okay, cool beans. Found the stand for the Helldrake? I have not found the stand for the Helldrake. I have no idea where it's gone. Like, it's vanished. So that means it's really been put somewhere truly stupid. Thing is, I remember, by which I mean Wigsy told me I said this, I don't remember this at all, that I was like, I'm going to put it in the Helldrake box. That way it's safe. And then I remembered, you know, she told me that, and I was like, oh yeah. So I went and looked, it wasn't in there. So, I don't know, man. At this point, I'm thinking the cat's got it, but I don't know where the cat's put it, if that's the case. It's all very strange. It's a mystery. It's a goddamn mystery. And a shame, too, because I can't really see it in all its proper glory, so I get a stand for it. And I know I can buy a stand, but here's the thing. A lot of people don't really know that I'm autistic, and it's not that I hide it, it's just that because I grew up a performing artist, you know, life is a performance. And so I come across as, like, not autistic, but my autistic side is like, that stand is not exactly the same as the one that came with the Helldrake. Herefore, too, no, will not touch. Will not do it. But at this rate, I might have to, unfortunately. Because, well, better than no stand, isn't it? Let's cover you as well. Very nice. It's looking good. The Bic pen will do it. It has done it, actually. When I took a picture for the thumbnail, I did hold it up on a pen. Could say you're artistic now, painting. Oh, yes, that's true. Please keep doing the Imperial Knight. I think an army in your style would be insane. I do want to now. I really do. Especially with that Punisher style. But in the end, the Punisher style kind of only really suits a lone knight. You know what I mean? And I also love how many people are like, oh, they're clearly chaos. It's so chaos. But I'm like, it doesn't strike me as that far-fetched. But you'd get a loyalist Imperial Knight doing all the body hoisting and the trophies and the warnings. It strikes me as a very Imperium thing to do, personally. And yet for so many people out there, they think, oh, it's a bit traitorous, this, a bit odd. I find that so bizarre, personally. Excuse me. Army autistics have 300 trains, say 300 minifigs that we paint. Yeah, it might well be. Ah, well. I don't make my autism part of my personality, not because I'm, like, not proud of it. Of course I am. I gladly tell anyone. It's part of who I am. And I was diagnosed at a young age, so I've had it my whole life, like, known about it. And it makes me part of who I am. But when it came to social interaction, I did have to study it like an academic theory. Because in the end, I love performing, but I wanted to perform well, so I sort of learnt how social cues go and stuff, and that thankfully has stuck with me, and now it's second nature. Someone not too long ago said, so it's like you're permanently wearing a mask. I'm like, well, maybe to begin with in my life it was, but now I've been doing it most of my life to the point where it's now normal. It's no longer a mask, it just is me. So what it means is, it just took effort and work to become the person I wanted to be. If someone ever tells you never try to change, that's someone who's never thought they could improve, and that's never a good sign. I think that's all of the... Yeah, I think that's all the rock. There isn't much rock hard flesh, it's literally just the bits on the back there, that's about it. I think the Armigers in the Punisher style would look good, though. That's very true. He could have like a little load of folks behind him. Such a familiar story. Ah, glad to hear it. You're the best autistic guy I've ever met. Oh, thank you kindly. But I'm sure there's plenty of others, surely. I mean, don't get me wrong, even I get annoyed by some autistic folk that make it their personality, but that's how some people cope. You know, there could be many types of people dealing with many types of things that make it their personality as a way to deal with things. I find it's best not to if one can. It's easier to get understanding that way. I just realized another place here that needs Wraithbone. Just here, he's got teeth on his belly. His little belly button's all hungry and I didn't notice. Get you done. Thanks for offering all this amazing content. No worries, no worries. I'm happy you enjoy it. Because I enjoy doing it. Despite my lack of motivation for the past little while, I thoroughly enjoy it. It's very rewarding. Yeah. And I hope I can inspire others to seek improvement as well. Because of course when I began this whole content journey, I didn't know how to paint. The whole thing was from scratch. You know, my entire journey. I don't know why I thought I'll just do it online, get some advice, and it took off a lot more than I expected. There we go. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a little bit crummy, but still. Give him a Snickers. I do love me a Snickers. I usually explain my autism as I'm running an emulator in my head, where all the interpersonal stuff goes, but it tires me out something fierce, so I have to do it in person. I mean, again, I'm very grateful for the fact that I'm just someone who loves performing, so I can do it longer than most, but I also get tired. I really do. I probably want these to be more like teeth, don't I? So we'll do a bit of Rakar flesh along the top for his gums. There we go. And we'll hit up the rest with, I've forgotten what it's called. You know, the dust. Zandri dust, that was it. Come on, Zandri dust, get off my brush. Get on those teeth. Quit being a loser. There we go, that's not too bad. A little bit bright. Should I paint Traitor Guard or Dark Angels? Do Dark Angels, man. Dark Angels are dope. Already made you like Alpha Legion? Nice, Alpha Legion are sick. Debating whether I should start painting a Sandstone Skopeth Lord, so I struggle to read that, or do more D&D prep for your next session tonight. Do more prep. There's no such thing as too much prep for D&D, because there's just never enough prep. If there's one thing I know about players, they always find ways to do things you never thought of. Looking so good, thank you. Traitor Dark Angel's also fallen. It's not looking too bad. Definitely needs a little bit of shade in there, but I'll give that shortly. And a little bit more in there, I think actually it's looking a little bit lighter than I'd like. There we go. Okay, cool. Right, so let's do another base layer while we're here. No comment. Says a crazy techie. Lead Belcher. Because old crazy techie there knows me in person. He knows how I am in real life. Yeah, lovely. Oh no, I could get Sculpt Kit Bash next and she got Sangi sculpted. What about Wings? Does he have wings? Oh no, I remember Wiggs told me your plan, yeah, because I remember asking her, and then she told me your plan, and I was like, oh, that's actually a really cool idea. I won't say it here, in case you don't want it said. I'll let you say it if you want it said. Let's, here we go. Right, so let's get a bit of that Lead Belcher on here, shall we? Well, there we go. Now, guys, what color should this eye be? Because you see he's got an eye on his knee there. I mean, I could just make it Alpha Legion colored, sort of show, you know, that little hint that he's, you know, being controlled by the Alpha Legion. Maybe I should just do that. Yeah, sorry, I'll do that. A little bit of an interesting thing there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I've now decided that's what I'm going to do. Silver's looking very good. Maybe said we're pretty open about this one's creation. Nice. He's doing tats of angel wings on the back of his sculpted Sangi, which looks super cool, by the way. I've seen it. I'm very much looking forward for those who haven't seen it to see it. There we go, looking dope. Hello again, Zekribs. Great idea. Ooh, I love kit bashing and so far. I agree. I haven't done a good kit bashing in a while, but then again, when I do the kill team, I'm going to do plenty of kit bashing for that, so I'm very excited for that. Get a few more chains done. I love Lead Belcher. It's like, oh, one of my favorite paints. Just behind good old Macragge Blue. There we go, not too much there. Too much into it, as I don't wish to flood it. He says, flooding it. Oh no, I saved it, good. Let's get that there. Looking pretty nice. We Helldivers Kazakin. Well, to be honest, they're basically Kazakin, aren't they? I think of it as Kazakin Simulator. Just with a slightly almost comical edge to it. Almost, because it's quite horrifically accurate. I have seen people modding into Helldivers, the likes of Space Marines. I'm like, why would you do Space Marines? That is not what Space Marines would be like. That is definitely Guardsmen, man. Like the Kazakin and whatnot. I mean, come on, guys. Surely you guys here can't think that Space Marines are a good model to mod into Helldivers. It just doesn't make any sense. Maybe some of the enemy models, yeah. Like, replace some of the automatons with, like, Chaos Space Marines. Sure. But not the player characters. That doesn't make sense. There we go. Looking nice. Chapter Master was so sick. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I did enjoy that. I love kit bashing. I really do. When you did your 1,000 Suns possessed, you do know all 1,000 Suns except for Sorcerers of Dust, and I don't believe 1,000 Suns can take possessed either. Well, he was 1,000 Suns, this fella here. He was 1,000 Suns Sorcerer, and then he was forced into possession by a Master of Possessions belonging to the Alpha Legion. That's how this guy's here. I love this blue, by the way. It's, oh, mwah, love it so much. It's so nice. Night Lord Divers. But yeah, definitely the Elite Guardsman experience. You're absolutely right. Alright, anywhere else that needs a bit of silver? Not too many places that I can see right now. A bit on the face maybe, but I'm going to save that for a little later. Alright, cool. Everything leads to Alpha Legion. That's exactly it. Alright, cool beans. I'll just hit up a little bit of white scar in that knee for that eye, the Alpha Legion eye that he has, because, you know, he's unfortunately that way inclined these days. Just do a little bit there. The whole point of the rubric was to stop the flesh change, but maybe he didn't get his rubric vaccine. Yeah. If anyone can find a way, it's the Alpha Legion. So I know it is definitely unusual to get possessed Thousand Suns, but they now exist. Because I have one in my Alpha Legion lot. That's how I know. Here we go. Let's try and get under there, shall we? Let's not forget that. Suprundi. They unrubricked him just to get his ass. Absolutely. I really don't like how when everyone is saying a cool lore about Helldivers, their comments expand with traitor or something like this. Yeah. I agree. I mean, it is also part of the lore to be ultra xenophobic in that regard, but still, it can get annoying. I understand. Rule of cool should always be first. Marvelous. Right, now I just need to remember what I did. Oh, yes. Come on. Oh, it's stuck. It's got a bit of a dodgy label. Come on, you. Yeah. Hexwraith Flame with a dodgy label. But before we do that, we're going to sort of ring around the outside. Hit up with a bit of the old moot green. Just a little bit. So little, I think. Yep, there we go. My brush was wet enough. I've never done this before. I'm just thinking this up on the spot of going around the edge, leaving the white in the middle. Nice, nice. So see that there? It's a little bit washed out, isn't it? There we go. From the light. There you go. Kind of see it there. Cool. Now we'll hit it up with the old Hexwraith Flame. Shake, 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 shake. Why are 30k private models so hard to find? Oh, I know, I know. I know, it's a nightmare. Right, does this do anything? Sort of did something. You can kind of see something there, that's cool. Alright. Okay. And then, all I'm going to need is a bit of the old Abaddon Black. You want to buy Alfarius? I also want to buy Alfarius. A yellow eye in the middle. Ooh, that's true. Could add a bit of yellow in there. I was just going to make it green. Hang on. You've given me an idea. Before we apply the black, I have in here... Alright, I have two contrasts. We have Imperial Fist yellow and Bad Moon yellow. This one's a little bit deeper, like a little bit deeper, and this one's much more stark, as you can see. I'm just wondering which one to hit the middle of this one with. Probably the brighter one. My gut feels leaning to the brighter, so sod it, we'll just do that. Let's see what happens. No idea what'll happen. Games Workshop's always had stock problems. You wouldn't think they've got a freaking boatload of printers and nothing. I'm just going to hit the middle, or am I going to do the edge? I'm doing the middle. I'm doing the middle. Cool, that's something a little bit different. Nice. What color should a homebrew Rust Talk chapter's helm? Oh, remind me the color of the rest of them? Then we can decide. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. Then I'm going to add a black eye there, and I think that'll do good. Should convert a Primarch like the Lion into Alfarius, disguising himself as the Primarch. Oh, that would be very, very cool. But he's a bit short. Nice. I'm liking this guy so far. I'm liking this guy. I'm looking forward to doing the face as well and the horns, which for some reason I haven't painted because I'm a weirdo. I don't know why I haven't done them. I have time though. Sod it, let's do it right now. Let's hit him up with the old Wraith Bone. This is going to be quite the hefty short. Looking good. Pupil should look like a cat pupil. I agree. It will absolutely be a cat pupil. It will be black though. And once I've done these horns, it should be dry enough to add those in, by my reckoning. As an homage to Kitty Cat, who is asleep behind me in his usual sleeping spot. Get you up there, marvelous. If you're Punisher Imperial Knight, you should put a bid to your Alpha Legion army on one of the cultists, maybe. That's true. A lot of people are pretty convinced that my Imperial Knight is actually Alpha Legion. What do you guys think? Could he be Alpha Legion? Or is he a true to his word, Punisher-style Imperial Knight? A little frustrating there's only Imperial Fist and Sons of Horus decal in the Mark 6 Tactical Squad, I agree. Want a cat so bad now? Cats are good, man. Cats are good. When a cat loves and respects you as much as you love and respect the cat, it's a lovely relationship. Everything is Alfarius. That knight is close to getting redacted. Again, I don't know why. The stuff he does strikes me as very Imperium. Going a bit off camera, I do apologize. This rutted horn is very difficult to get paint into, to be honest. A curse on you, damn you! Nice, nice. Yeah, it's just cosplaying as another chap. It would be cool if he was transforming or he is a loyalist. I honestly think that a Punisher Knight is such a good idea. Thank you. I'm very proud of it. The black soldiers with brown trim. Ooh. Mornfang brown, a black wash, and a dry brush, a light brown. Loyalist Alpha Legion. Oh yes. Alfarius and Omegon standing on each other's shoulders to disguise as another Primarch. Oh, too bad one of them is pretty dead. Thanks to this fella's Primarch. I think that'll do for a base coat once I've hit the underside. There we go. It's looking pretty nice. I'm pretty pleased with this one. Let's have a wee glance at something. There we go. Nice, nice. Ah. Wexay, Blood Angels! She's not there right now. When are we doing Berserkers? I would love to do Berserkers at some point. For the Punisher Knight, you should add cotton balls of smoke from the smokestacks. I did it in mine. Oh, it's a very good idea. There we go, nice. Is he? It was a Legionnaire all along. Oh yes, it's not an Imperial Knight at all. It's literally, it's a grot with an Alpha Legion transformation thing. I'm really not sure how to colour up the face, I won't lie to you. I mean, I'm thinking I'll hit it up with mostly Wraithbone. I mean, you can tell I'm thinking that because I'm doing it. Right in front of your eyes. I'm still unsure, even while I'm doing it. Might make it into something weird and freaky. There we go. Nice, nice. To colour up the face first, you must colour it. That makes sense. What the hell is Alferis Omegon doing? Where is he? Well, there's all the theories that he's Cypher. You know, that Cypher is Alfarius or Omegon. I mean, there's also lots of reasons to think it isn't, but I love the idea that it is, and I kind of hope that it is. Idea, a Loyalist chapter that's just Loyalist Alpha Legion guys cosplaying. That'll be dope. He could be anywhere. Absolutely, base coat. He could be here in this very room. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be... You should get obliterators, convert them with centurions. I've had it said. But unfortunately, I already have an army plan. Which does not involve obliterators. Nice. Right, cool, cool. Face is looking a little bit better, a little bit coloured. There's a red spy in the base. Absolutely nice. I had a feeling you get the reference. There's a teal spy in the base, actually. Or just Lionel Johnson at the controls of his ship back in the Heresy, just shouting, "There's another Primarch in the base." Very nice. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're definitely making some good headway with this guy. Now I think this is dry enough. Yes, it is. Let's actually do that eye. Could even do 8 bounds. I would love to do some 8 bounds. Right, here we go. Let's see if I can do this nice in the middle. That's not too bad. There we go. Nice. That'll do us. I'm pretty pleased with that. Excellent. Clearly an eye, clearly a bit off color. Like, what's that color doing there? Maybe like, oh, it's Alpha Legion. Yeah, yeah. You're from Denmark. Welcome, Jonas. Welcome, welcome. There are 30 Alpharius in the base. That sounds about right. Looking good. Thank you, Kitbash Carnage. I appreciate it. Sharper lines than I'll ever get myself. Nah, it's not true. I assure you they're not as sharp as they look. In fact, I've just noticed it probably could be improved a bit. Unless you're going to just quickly try that now. A little bit lined up on the bottom. That's much better. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Maybe red in the middle of the eye or blue? Yeah, a faint bit of blue in there could go well with the green. Sod it, sod it. I happen to have some Thousand Suns blue here, which I'm going to use. Don't care if it's the right one or not, it's the one I'm going to do. Boop. And yes, I'm taking it straight from the pot, wiping a lot off. Thankfully I have a nice damp brush. Okie dokie, let's do this noise. Why do I let you guys talk me into this shit? There we go. There we go. Not perfect, but it will do nicely. Cool. Now it's just something a little bit extra. Magnifique. Yes, yes. That's what I like to see. And of course, they're also going to have the sand base. But yeah, the rust, you can see the rust on him still. Looks pretty nice. Now it's dried. Looks good and rusty. Again, not too much of it. Just a few blobs. In fact, the most notable one is probably that one there on the back. Bit up there as well. Nice. Looking nice. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ah. Yes, that's very good. I'm very pleased with it. Intruder, Red Alfarius in the base. Ah. And time to get ready for work. See you all later. Cheers for tuning in, Mini Models Dad. Right, and I actually think with that, I'm probably going to leave it for the night. Probably start winding down the stream. I normally like to try and do 2 hours if I can, but I feel like I'm approaching the end of it and I don't want to push it while I'm fighting off bad motivation. Let's quickly tidy up some of these paints. Cheers for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. You make the painting experience a worthwhile and joyous one. Genuinely so. Ooh, I love moot green. I do love moot green. Yeah. Sim love. Oh, sim love. Great job, Artie. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you kindly, Snack. I mean, it's about 9:30. There isn't much day left, but that means not much bad can happen. It can only be good, right? There we go. All right, well, again, thanks for joining me with this guy. We got some nice base colors down, a couple bits of shading. Starting to look really cool. I'm enjoying the eye. The cat's eye's a little bit slanted, maybe, but who cares? Who cares? All right, magnifique. Well, you all take good care of yourselves now. Thank you again for joining. I do appreciate you all 1,000-fold. And you'll remember that the Emperor is always guiding your brush. And Wilfrey, you just missed. This is just the end of the stream. Thanks for joining in, but fare thee well, my friend.